fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this shit done. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. Plugged in the wrong fucking socket thingy. Whatever the fuck those are called. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
What's up, guys? This is Keon Ellis here.
You never forget your first panic attack. Too big of a one, too many backs. No word of a lie, Jack. Trust me, the track can get sidetracked. Attack, I'm right back in the love shack.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Stop fucking calling me that. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Raptors. The Raptors. Oh my gosh.
Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
Let's win and go home.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, boom, ba-bum, 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 boom, ba-bum, ba-bum, boom, ba-bum, ba-bum. Sorry, chat. Holy shit, I haven't played this game in forever. This is gonna be tough. Oh, okay.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining
Bro
us.
was just singing with no volume.
on 2K Sports.
on 2K Sports at Scotiabank Arena.
Great treat for you folks joining us on our broadcast. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Grady Dick.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upward.
Not Mr. Dick.
Effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. T is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick.
Emmanuel quickly out
the
there.
Small forward position. Well, Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team, and this decade is kind of wide open. So, with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s.
Bro.
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands, and really the direction.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. That is among the best, and they have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming.
Bro, broke my ankles.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to T. Nobody near. Williams gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light from 3-point land.
So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific.
We know how those teams that got those players made out.
Raptors make out when all was said and done.
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult.
We like watching these teams made out.
But with that said, the Raptors were able
They all make out really well.
Picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Where the fuck is Jacoby Walter?
And that one.
Game stats. Jacoby Walter's on the bench?
Well, Barnes hitting threes.
Get Walter out here.
This offense starts to hum.
Inside, here's Williams. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, he is looking confident.
Get Walter out here.
So far.
I want
Right now, I
Walter.
don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. But teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between
Pirtle.
your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And
I was covering him, bro. What the hell?
Edwards, here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level.
How did I get taken out of the game?
The NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to.
Where's my Walter?
Play, and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games, and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Aaron Wiggins is out there with T, and it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Williams at the 4 spot. T, the pass to Caruso. Wiggins outside. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Did he?
Raptors trail by 12.
Ah, shit. You just made me fly off the side of the court.
Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities.
I'm not doing very great this game.
Been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West.
Diddy Lover 911.
Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they
Nah, I think I'm good.
Those two teams are in the West, and I could see them.
Call for screens? Fuck that. Fuck that noise. I hate thinking that much when I play this game.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer.
I play this game to turn my brain off.
Unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I don't know if you've seen, but on my YouTube channel, my last 2 videos have been doing really well.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Thunder.
And it's like I barely even edited those videos, so I don't know why they're doing so well. Other than like relevant topics. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
I need to see my Jacoby Walter. Where's he at?
For him over the break, he was scoring with ease in that first half.
You're just way too
Is he even out? Oh wait.
Out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make
Nope, that's not him.
In at the forward spot,
That's quickly.
Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quick.
Dick is out there.
Spurtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the groove starting the second.
It's the topic and consistency with you posting.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate
I can't remember how many
restricted area.
videos I've posted recently. I'm posting a lot on my second channel though. I'm posting like everything that I react to on my second channel.
Here's Gilgeous
Oh my god! Dick, get out of the way! Get out of the way, Dick!
Gilgeous Alexander's got 12.
And it's SGA.
Grady won't get the fuck out of the way.
There at the pass to Dick. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. To the paint, there it finds Pirtle.
Oh! Shit!
Already set the summer league record for blocks.
That's
In
tough.
his first game, Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Get this dick out of here.
Here's Barrett off the inbound. Count the bucket.
Fuck!
And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That one misses for Barrett.
You look at
The shitty thing about playing this matchup is I love the Raptors. Like the Raptors team is doing a lot of interesting stuff this year. And I'm all for it.
He's got 10.
The only shitty thing about me being a Raptors fan right now is Drake is also a Raptors fan because it's his home team. And I hate that.
Wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pirtle with a screen on Williams. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's T.
What the how did I miss that?
Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Toronto working the ball around now. For 3, Barrett. And again, no good by Toronto. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's T. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might.
Let me check my views on my last video. What the hell? It's already at 117? That's insane.
Seeing some things to adjust.
It's a 1 out of 10 too. That's crazy. I just keep posting 1 out of 10s. I don't know what is going on with my algorithm right now.
For the Thunder, Alex Caruso. He's checked in for George. And Wiggins is subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd.
Where's my Jacoby Walter?
Covered by Wiggins. And the Raptors miss again.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And yes, it's good.
That's nice.
Where's my Jacoby Walter?
Feed before the defense
Walter.
to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Free throw line jump shot. And again, no good by Toronto. The Thunder leading by 16. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 13.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Quickly. And it's good for
Here's Quickly. Quickly getting to the basket.
Inside if he has to.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. T's shot is good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half.
I could have passed that. I probably should have.
And efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Hurdle with a screen on Caruso. Barrett, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Williams
There we
gets
go.
the bucket. He's got 15.
Oh,
I got 4 assists already. That's
And it's
insane.
Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now
Oh
it looks,
shit.
Kevin, like
That
he's
was
pressing
horrible. I should have went for the layup.
20. Barrett kicks to quickly. Takes it from 10. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly with it.
Quickly with it.
5 to shoot. He clangs that
Shit.
one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You like Quickly's decision making, that time calling his own number.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Here's T. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Barnes dishes to Barrett. The jump hook. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's T. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The Raptors call time here. 11 seconds left in the game.
11 seconds? Has Walta even been out in the game yet?
$11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Williams. Here's T. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
Where the fuck was Walta at? That's some bullshit.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Great win tonight, MP. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there. Let's go. MP, you're my favorite player, man.
Stop fucking calling me that. That's not my name. That's not my name. Hey, that's not my name. They call me MP. But that's not my name. That's not my name. Give me a ball! Damn, my character sucks at shooting.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball.
Smoothie King Center.
Well, Grant, this is the time
Hell yeah, let's play at the Smoothie King Center.
what they have.
Yeah, BA, sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt and the camaraderie has grown.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then there's Lou Dort. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's T in at the 2-guard spot. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Yeah, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Murray with it. An aggressive play.
Murray with it.
Scoring around
Getting Murray with it.
Outside, Green. Pass to Jones. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Williams.
Bro's getting Murray with it.
The topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Murray, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Ingram against Dort. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Here's T, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one misses.
Shit.
When you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point
Shit.
to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defense.
I forgot to mention my character also sucks at free throws.
Murray from outside.
Like, really bad.
Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Williams passes to Holmgren. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Tice, a screen on Dort. Here's Ingram. And again, New Orleans no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And Williams punches it home.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Not Willie Green.
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course the Pelicans, pretty far behind right now.
Looking at Oklahoma City, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's T. Jones grabs the
Damn.
board. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Tice. Here's Ingram. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter, and it's Green missing. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Kept alive. Holmgren. And a good offensive board, and he gets the
Fuck.
bucket.
I'm sucking it up, bro. I'm sucking it up.
Been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Tice sets a screen. Murray finds some space, and it's good.
Fuck.
The back rim it in. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Holmgren with a screen on Jones. Oh, a great
I'm
move.
sucking it up.
Alexander.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Murray. His last outing, he had 18 points. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And Williams punches it home.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Ingram. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. Thunder leading by 12. Pass to T. And he gets it to go. T's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
T passes to Dort. Here's T. Unable to get that one. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here. The free throw drops from Murray.
I got taken out for the last 2 seconds of the game. Of the fucking quarter. Wow, bro.
That shot off. Great to have you. Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Outside, Williams. Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Javonte Green out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Williams' shot is good.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Jones. Back to Ingram. Over Dort. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside, Williams. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense. Williams has got 10.
41 and 14 is insane.
That's why they continue to get attacked.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
New Orleans calls timeout. And New Orleans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Daniel Tice.
And over the last 5
Why does
games,
bro
his
look like
field
that?
percentage has increased, and you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
A minute 6 left in the first half. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Alvarado. Will it go? Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The versatile nature of Ingram's shooting can be tough to counter. Even the mid-range is a good option for him.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. T, no good.
Boy, the opportunity was there to convert. He just could not come up with it.
Jones, the pass to Tice.
Why are they playing this goofy ass music?
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word.
A look here at New Orleans. And time to talk now about that first half. What?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at the Thunder. In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's T in a shooting guard. Murray, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans, and that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Pass to Murray. Tice, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray's shot is good.
In terms of volume and accuracy, Murray has shown a lot of growth with his three-point shot since entering the league.
Here's T. Here he goes. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. T's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Pelicans shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Outside Murray. To the wing on the left. Jones from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Ingram against Dort. Yep, that one's good. Ingram's got his second bucket on the night.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. So for Oklahoma City, and looking at the 2K leaderboard here, you see the top scoring small forwards over the past month. 5th is Brandon Ingram.
And some of the best scores.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
With some arc. Robinson Earl with a rebound. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Pass to Ingram. Over Williams. And he can't bank that one in. Here's T. And the shot goes down. T's got 16 points.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
And so it's Oklahoma City building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Assist to the game.
And he definitely
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Survey over the top of the defense and find the open man.
Jones is barbecue and foot.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. They're trailing by 26. Here's Oklahoma City now. And the shot no good.
Wow.
A bit short. And here's Murray. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked
Jones
by the way
barbecue
their team
and
was
foot.
dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg. This is
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. Good win. Let's keep it going.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yep.
All right? Bring it in. Win on 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
MP in the house.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
And there's a lot of excited basketball. Thanks for joining us. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinals.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotations.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Jalen Green is out there with Shepard. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And it's Smith missing. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Clippers. Here's Williams. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here's Green outside. Cans it from downtown.
Damn.
And it's encouraging.
What the hell?
Green knocked down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right
Damn it.
guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's T. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Brooks outside. Smith on the wing. Green up on top. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Off the charts.
Outside, Green. .157 left in the first quarter.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
There's Green with the 3. Again, the miss by Green.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Williams gets the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Shepherd, that's good.
This is what had scouts eyeing Shepherd early on, his ability to shoot with range.
Dort with a screen for Williams. Here's T. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 9. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's Şengün, top of the key. Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Driving the lane.
Crafty work there by Shepherd to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Shepherd. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And a change for the Rockets. Whitmore, he's checked in for Shepherd. Here's T. Makes it off the glass. And it's 8 points for T.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Rockets trail by 12. And so in the game for the Rockets. Tari Easton is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Thompson, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Green in at the point.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
T, the pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Whitmore. Jacks up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. From 17 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. The Rockets with another miss.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Here's T, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Last year in the first ever NBA Cup quarterfinals on the west side of the bracket, the Pelicans won in Sacramento against the Kings, and the Lakers fought off the Suns.
Yeah, that LA Phoenix game was the best of the knockout stages. LeBron put in 31 points, dished out 11 assists. Of course, the Lakers winning the whole thing. King James named MVP of the inaugural Cup.
Here's Green after the made shot from T, and timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Thunder, Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Brooks checked in for Whitmore. And Shepard subbed in for Green.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Hartenstein. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Looking to end the run. And it's laid in by Shepard. Shepard's got 7 points.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
T, the pass to Caruso. Off target with his 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Şengün with a screen on Caruso. Brooks misses.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Pass to T. Count the basket. T's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's Brooks from outside. And so it's Oklahoma City out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We come back right after this.
And guys, I want to talk. And going back,
he's gonna talk. Bro thought he was gonna talk.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from T.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with T, and it's Holmgren in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard.
Puts my dick in a tough spot.
He really does put pressure on. Oh my goodness, what a play.
What the fuck?
That is a dunk contest worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Elbow shot. Brooks grabs the board. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Green. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The Thunder shooting an unreal 70%.
My Shayla.
Making a mockery of this defense. T the pass, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there.
My Shayla.
Alexander's got 9.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Şengün. Houston needs to get a shot off. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's T. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 18. Pass to Smith. Now Shepard. He's got 7 and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and
My Shayla.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Holiday. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Oklahoma City leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th. Called here, the Thunder decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
T, and he lays it straight in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Shepard. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
I just ran away at the last second and bro didn't even try to shoot it.
NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm...
Cody posted? On which channel? Whoa, wait, what? On which channel? Wait, really? What the fuck? I need to check that out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, game. What the fuck? Yes. Okay. Let me change my title on Twitch. Hello? Okay. Have you watched it yet? Do you know if he says anything about what's been happening? Let's just watch it.
What is this? There's only been 3 buttons in the last 6 months? What? That's a travesty. What the hell is going on? Well, I mean, it's not much, but I guess we...
Wait. He says in the last 6 months? Is he actually gonna even talk about where he's been for the last 6 months?
Get started. We got work to do, folks. Sure, you've been missing these, you know? Somebody's got to do it. It's my cross to bear, I guess. Strap in. It's time to put on some Carhartt. Strap in for a hard day's labor of reacting to button videos. Somebody's got to do it.
So chat, if you don't know, I actually did a reaction to the button like a year or 2 ago. They copyright claimed me. And this guy just gets away with it because they like this guy. They see, oh, he has an audience that watches our videos because of him. I did not get afforded that luxury at all. I got copyright claimed. I didn't get struck, but I did get claimed.
We'll bring in your date soon.
And it's like, what the fuck? Why does he get to do this?
Oh, man.
So now that he's semi-canceled, do you think they're going to copyright claim him or no? No description has been added to this video. Of course there hasn't. Everybody, all the canceled YouTubers are coming back now.
I mean, it's just, this is surreal, is it not? This is surreal. Watching another one of these things. Wow. Ah. Woo. Welling up a little bit. Probably move that tripod. Does it look like I just have like a rat tail that I gelled straight out? Wait. Not a good look.
What do you think of his return? I mean, he should have definitely said something. Like, in the video I watched yesterday from his Cody Trains podcast, or not podcast, his other YouTube channel, where he's been posting because it has the least amount of viewers, he said he was going to come back, and he made a very vague statement about why he's been gone on his other channels for so long. And then kind of didn't really apologize, but kind of did at the same time. Not really, though. So I think he should have fucking said something and not just leave people in the dark to just hate him even more and more and more over time. That's what would have been in his best interest, to actually fucking say something, but he just ran away from his problems and didn't acknowledge it for almost half a year.
Move that.
Blur my feet.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 what?
Jesus, this guy hasn't even said a word yet. Look at him, he's like... just... Did the button ask him or her? I mean, either or is uncomfortable, you know? He's either gonna have to give one or he's gonna have to watch one, both of which, before even saying a word, or maybe he said his name, I missed it. I was too focused on the rat tail, but it's still gonna be tough for this guy. I hope he has to give one. Oh, it is, it's him.
Oh, what the fuck?
Button was asking him, okay. He's already had the jacket off, they skipped the first little bit. Come on, bro. Work it, bro. They said strip tease, not laugh uncomfortably tease. Not laugh sheepishly tease. That's not good. I'm about to give you the craziest laugh sheepishly tease of your entire life. You ready? Cue the music.
Okay, what are the comments saying? I gotta... I can't ignore the elephant in the fucking room. Like, the elephant that's right there in the background. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore the fucking elephant in the room. I feel like it has to be acknowledged, bro. Like, what is going on here? Are we not gonna talk about it? I feel like I'm witnessing history. This is one of the choices ever made. Yes, facts. Right at the 6-month mark. Strange, but yeah, facts. I mean, that's true. Dude, am I in the real world right now? I'm so happy and unsettled at the same time. Facts. I don't know how to feel right now. My entire family died of starvation from lack of lunch. I'm the last one. Return of the King. Yep, the king of watching lunch. Watching Cody Ko and eating lunch is back. Yes, I haven't eaten lunch in months. Oh my god. I've missed this man so much. The Twitter attorneys will be here soon. Welcome back, Cody. Please continue doing these. Are we dead? Jump scare on my lunch break. Did not expect this notification at all. Genuinely astonished, bro, trying to come back from this. All this did was remind me to unsubscribe. Bro ghosted us like an ex and then came back. Bro acting like we forgot. Bold move indeed. Yeah, he's just coming back and like not talking about the fucking elephant. It's like there's a massive... How much do elephants weigh? Multi-ton elephant in the room and he's not even talking about it.
Oh my god, I can't. You gotta start it again.
Yes! Yes! Get into it!
This would be the most embarrassing thing ever if one of them skips the the question mark on his face.
6 total things this whole time. How could you? I'm sorry, but I mean, like, you have to say something. I get it when you hit the button, but like, how did you get that from what was discussed? I mean, maybe they cut some shit out, but he just was like, yeah, what? I've been traveling. That's it. Yeah, sorry. I think we're in different places. I am not in a traveling place in my life. I like to stay put, which is fine. I think just that's kind of a funny thing to say.
We're in different places.
I don't know. I think it's just my mindset. Kind of usually I go for the older one.
You're in a place where you probably would like to date me. I'm in a place in my life where I am right now repulsed by you. So that's right. Damn, the button's like psyoping these people, you know? I don't know if that's the proper term, but like, isn't there some like psychology thing that there was like a New York Times article a long time ago about some study where it's called like 100 questions to fall in love or something like that. And if you sit down with someone, a potential partner, and you go through these questions and you look into each other's eyes and like answer them deeply, then you will fall in love with that person. Because I think that what the theory is that if you're like opening your heart to a person, like you're bonding with them sort of. So I see what the button is doing here.
Got it.
Okay, well, I mean, he got a number, right?
Bro, she's just gonna get every guy's phone number and not match with anyone on the episode, and then just like swipe through them like Tinder on her own time.
That's what it sounds like. Keep in contact, right? That means number. Maybe that means like email address or something, or P.O. box potentially. I'll give you my P.O. box. Send me some shit. Yeah, hit me with a Christmas card maybe. Yeah, I'd love to see how you're doing via
Send me some
Christmas
stuff
card.
from my Amazon wish list.
He's like, cool, I'll send you a postcard from all the places I'm traveling to. Asia being one of them.
Set bro up to do that shit. Never in a billion years would he have done that if he wasn't asked to do it. The fuck? That's the whole reason that she's saying this, is because he just gave her a fucking... I'm not even gonna repeat the word.
I could totally like...
It might have been because of the lap dance.
Exactly.
He gave you, potentially. I mean, I feel like it's hard to display your masculinity twerking on somebody. I don't know.
Darth Vader.
There's been a boatload of things that have been very tumultuous. I don't know what I am saying right now, but your hands are really soft, girl.
Up until... All right, tumultuous. All right, were you cruising the Thesaurus app before this? Tumultuous? That's a word. That is a fucking big ass word. Timu. Timu.com.
Timu.
This is a brand deal. UFO? Oh yeah, the UFO. Ooh,
Every time they actually bond over something, they're like, he's great at back massages. He would love to put oil all over your back. He's gonna put titty oil all over your back. All the titty oil, bro.
Black hole type shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Aliens getting abducted, it looks like. Okay. Psychedelic. Something tells me this guy does mushrooms. And you can take that to the bank. Kind of torture them. Just kind of like, I don't know, I would just kind of
some light torture.
Just kind of torture them. Just peel their fingernails off halfway. Just give them a little dose of torture. Just sprinkle a little bit of torture on them. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna torture us? Huh. I guess you could probably call it that. Yeah, thinking about a little bit of torture today.
And stuff, and then just throw him in the ocean alive or something.
He just didn't even, man, he just got all that, he just took all that horrifying shit and then got rejected right afterwards. Couldn't even say anything back. Just, oh, okay, well, cool. I'm gonna leave completely scarred after that. Thank you. God, for the 1 out of 3 buttons in the last 6 months, you'd think that this one would end on like a fucking something happening. You know, I wanted a nice little cherry on the cake. I wanted a nice little bow. But we're just gonna end with, I don't know. I kinda like those people. Kinda would want to torture them.
Alright, now get out of here.
Thanks, button. I'll miss you.
Bye, Jenny.
What the fuck is this thumbnail? Gay, straight. We gotta watch that one next. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see a little match, but didn't happen. So, well, that's 1 out of 3. So maybe in the other 2 we'll find a match. We gotta.
I wanted to see a little apology, but didn't happen. But that's 1 out of 3, so maybe next time we'll see. You know what? Like, what the fuck? Fuck off.
Because it doesn't seem like there's gonna be another one of these things ever. Or maybe it'll be 6 months from now. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for watching. That was fun. I gotta be honest. I had a good time. I miss these. I really do. All right. Let me know if you did. Hit the like button for me. Appreciate you. Bye.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was just a normal Cody Ko video. That's interesting. Let's check the main channel and see if something else happened. I'm surprised they didn't make him take this video down. That is very surprising. Anyways, that's gonna be another one of my YouTube videos that I'm gonna upload. Maybe by the end of today, maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because I missed the prime time for uploading today. So it's gonna be uploaded tomorrow, that reaction to my main channel. And then if you guys don't know, I also have this channel. It's my live channel, not the one I go live on, but the one where I post reaction videos to everything, like every single thing that I react to, like this random video, this random video, this random video, just random videos that I react to. Sometimes VODs. It just depends. Most of my VODs now are on my main YouTube channel, which is under the live section, so you can watch any one of my VODs that you feel like watching ever. They're all there. Cody Ko full apology uninterrupted. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Obviously, I understand I've been offline for months, haven't made videos for, you know, that whole time. And I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months. Opinion of me has potentially changed.
Well, guys, this is not how I thought we were going to end the year. We got Cody Ko's response to the allegations made against him by Tana Mojo before we got GTA 6, and honestly, that was not something I was expecting. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this situation, basically, all you need to know is that Cody Ko was a YouTuber who was pretty relevant in the commentary space. He was one of the top dogs, you could probably say. He's been around forever, he's been making content forever, and for most of that time, he has has been a pretty well-liked person on the internet and on YouTube. Then, earlier this year, the popular internet personality Tana Mojo revealed in a podcast
Tana
that
Mongoose
she was in a physical relationship with Cody Ko when she was 17 and he was 25. Now this, obviously, pretty quickly changed the general opinion of Cody Ko on the internet. People started to do some digging. They found other instances of him being weird or interacting strangely with people who were underage, and very quickly it became a pretty big scandal. This well-known, well-respected, beloved YouTuber who has a family, a wife, a kid, all of a sudden was being outed for having a physical relationship with somebody that he knew was 17 when he was 25. Now this is something I probably don't need to tell you, but generally when stuff like this happens, what people want is an explanation. They want an apology, they want a statement, they want something from the person being accused, explaining their actions or apologizing for them, taking accountability, and generally, that's what happens. That's why we've gotten so many terrible apology videos over the years, because when an internet figure gets accused...
I just realized, or I just remembered, I'm watching this on the wrong channel. Anyways, let's give him another subscriber, I guess.
Of something like this, not responding to it whatsoever is kind of unheard of. Keyword, kind of. Because for the last 6 months, ever since this hit the internet, Cody Ko has not posted anything to social media. He went from consistently making content, uploading stuff all the time, being a relevant name in the commentary space, to falling off the face of the planet when it comes to internet activity for over 6 months. Now, this was definitely a decision. Maybe not the best one after you've been outed for hooking up with a 17-year-old girl, but it is a decision for sure, and it's the one that Cody Ko made. Instead of addressing
one of the decisions
anything,
of all
the
time.
Slightest amount of responsibility, he just did nothing until yesterday, where he uploaded a video titled 34 Miles on his second channel all about running, where he spends exactly 59 seconds at the end of a 22-minute long video that, by the way, has nothing to do with the things he's being accused of. It's a video about a race he recently ran, but he spends this 59 seconds giving the most half-assed apology, if you can even call it that, of all time. It's really not even an apology. It's barely a statement. He doesn't address anything that was said about him. He doesn't deny it. He doesn't confirm it. The segue into this quote apology is him saying he wants to start training to be able to run a 3:30 marathon. And he says he really wants to vlog it because he's a creative person, so he has to. That's when he says, I know I haven't been on the internet for a while, and then basically starts to act like he's already given an apology somewhere else, and it's just like, it's okay if your opinion changed on me, but let's just move on, all right? It's
no, this was his apology was fuck. Okay. Is it too late now to say sorry, Cody Ko? Yeah, this was his apology. What the fuck? What? This was his apology.
In Las Vegas. For my second thing afterwards.
Where the fuck is the clip, bro? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about.
Weird tactic, I'm gonna be honest. And it's one that you'll probably be able to appreciate the weirdness and the tone deafness of more if you just see it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
The whole thing just scares me, but I want to vlog it. I want to vlog the whole process just like I did for Iron Man. You know, being creative, doing this type of thing, and putting it out there, it's just in my DNA. I need to do it, and so I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I understand I've been offline for months, haven't made videos for, you know, that whole time, and I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months. You know, I spent the first half of my career criticizing people and judging people online, so, you know, I don't begrudge your judgment of me by any means.
Oh, thanks, Cody. Thank you for giving me your blessing to judge you for fucking a 17-year-old. I was really losing sleep at night worrying about how you thought about me judging you. I mean, like, what kind of bullshit is this? Look, I get what he's trying to say here, but you don't begrudge anybody for changing their opinion on you? Yeah, good, dude, because you don't have a right to. You only really get to say that kind of thing when you do something subjectively bad. You know, when it could be bad in somebody's opinion, but objectively it's not. Like when it's somebody's somebody's personal choice to be offended by what you did, yeah, that's when you say, I don't have anything against you if you don't like what I'm doing. But when you've done something objectively bad, like, you know, being a 25-year-old man fucking a girl in the 11th grade, you don't really get to say, don't worry, I don't mind if you judge me. Wrong place, wrong time.
I just think all I can do right now and moving forward is just try to be the best person I can be for myself and for my family, and just try to continue putting the best shit out there that I can.
Yeah, gonna have to stop you right there, Cody. That is actually not at all you can do. That is the furthest thing from everything you can do imaginable. All you can do is do nothing, not take accountability, not address what you've been accused of, not say, hey, I made a mistake, or say, no, this didn't happen. That is all you can do. You're probably not gonna be held legally liable for doing it. All you can do is apologize for it. People are still gonna think you're a creep, and rightfully so, but that is what you can do. Giving this half-assed apology where you say, look, I'm not going to judge you if you judge me for committing a crime, is not really all you can do. Let's be real with ourselves, buddy.
So that's what I'm going to do, and if you stick around to watch it, I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, truly. And so that's the plan. 3:30 marathon in March. Hopefully.
I do not care about your running speed or how far you can run or if you're training for a fucking Ironman. I do not give a fuck. Talk to the people about what you did and why it's wrong and that you're sorry. It's that fucking simple.
And you're going to see the process. So I will see you soon. And choo-choo.
And yeah, that is literally it. I said 59 seconds at the beginning, but I don't even think that's right. It was 59 seconds from the time he started talking about this to the end of the video, but I think he really only spent about 45 seconds saying anything about what he's been accused of. And it's just like, really? Why even do this? You know? Like, look, I'm not asking him to get in front of the camera and start crying, begging for forgiveness. That's not what should happen here. But like, if this is all you're gonna say, you're genuinely better off just not saying anything. Just act like it never happened. Seriously. Saying absolutely nothing about this situation whatsoever is better than coming back and being like, look guys, it's okay to have a bad opinion of me. I forgive you. Like, that is some crazy shit. This man spent 6 months, and the best thing he could come up with is coming back and telling the internet it's okay to judge me. I'll allow it. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I genuinely think Cody here might be the first person in human history to be accused of having sex with an underage individual, come back, basically confirm it, and be like, look, it's okay to judge me, but not say sorry. Like, not even a throwaway, it was a mistake, I shouldn't have done it. Not even a fake, I've learned my lesson. This guy was just like, look, you guys can judge me, but I did what I did, okay? Like, I think it would be funny if the thing he was being accused of wasn't so serious, and, you know, there wasn't so much evidence pointing towards the fact that it probably happened, like a lot. But, like, this apology format is just hilarious to me. I genuinely cannot get over the fact that this guy came back and all he said was, it's okay to judge me, there's no hard feelings. It's like, honestly, Cody, I don't really think anybody was waiting on permission. Like, I don't think it's quite as bad as the Colleen Ballinger ukulele incident, but I do think it's almost as bad, just in an entirely different category. Like, Colleen went way too far trying to defend herself. You know, the whole, I'm not a groomer, just a loser, that whole debacle. Cody drove 100 miles, or ran 100 miles probably, in the opposite direction. He was like,
I'm not a groomer, I'm just a loser.
I'm gonna flip this shit on him, okay? I'm gonna make them think they've been the bad guys this entire time, and have them start questioning themselves about whether or not they should have been judging me. But honestly, I think this is like the perfect way that Cody Ko could have sent himself off into irrelevancy, because it doesn't really seem like what he said was planned. He was talking about his running for a while, and then it seemed like he segued into this, probably because he felt like he just had to say something on it, and this is what was on his mind. No apology, no accountability, not even wanting to clear his name. 6 months, and what was at the forefront of his mind seems to basically boil down to, I'm not gonna apologize for what I did. You guys can judge me all you want. See ya. I mean, the man has shown his true colors. He's honestly probably done what is best for his fan base. Anybody who still watches this guy and supports this guy is now proudly admitting that they support sad men who creep on young girls and don't take accountability for their actions. It's as simple as that. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think Cody Ko is going to be able to make a comeback from this? Unlike when Colleen Ballinger pulled the 6-month hiatus trick, where she just tried to get everybody to forget about what she did, she seemed to be relatively successful. If you go to one of her videos these days, nobody talks about the shit she's done anymore, and it seems like it kind of worked. For Cody, it didn't really seem like it worked as well. Majority of the comments on his video are pretty critical, and also I just feel like what he's done is a lot less foggy than what Colleen did, and I'm really...
Well, it's weird because even David Dobrik took a 2 year, I think it was 2 years, right? 2 year fucking hiatus from everything other than Snapchat, and people didn't really. I mean, there were still people. Actually, no, there was still a lot of people that were still talking about what he did. There was a lot of people. I don't know why I was thinking that there wasn't as many people, but there was a lot of people talking about what he did that was wrong. So yeah, it doesn't really, that strategy doesn't really work for everybody. Choo choo at the end was the toxic gossip train. Yeah, bro literally posted on his third channel to make sure people don't really know about it that much. That's crazy. Guys, I gotta take a piss and I am starving. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. We're only going up from where we are right now. We're doing really well so far. I gotta go take a piss. I will be right back. Ted made a new video.
So we all agree that Twitter is terrible now, right? I think we all know this inherently, that Twitter, or X, has become one of the worst social media sites. Sometimes it feels like Twitter was once this beautiful, peaceful park where everyone could just hang out. But now that park has like 3 casinos, an underground fight ring, and creepy guys selling, I don't know, cigarettes to children. It's gross! And I know that Twitter was never perfect, but now its entire culture has morphed into this nightmare.
Bro, what do you mean creepy guys selling cigarettes to kids? That's just your friend Schlatt.
Version of itself. Those of us who still use it, it feels like we're trapped here, and we're not happy about it. I was a late adopter to Twitter. I never used it in high school or much of college. I think there were 2 types of public schools you could go to in the 2010s. Ones that were Facebook schools, where everybody used Facebook, and ones that were Twitter schools. I went to a Facebook school. I only started using it around the beginning of 2019 when things started to pick up for me with this job. And I ended up really liking Twitter. It was a place that I could post some nonsensical, barely a joke statement like introducing Burger King Wendy McDonald. And that helped me build an audience. But now I find myself scrolling Twitter only to get annoyed and leave Twitter, forget what I was doing, and then go back into Twitter. And I'm like, am I in hell? Are we all in hell? And I'm sure this sounds like I just shouldn't be on Twitter anymore. And you're probably right. But I also want to complain about it. From its leadership, to its algorithm, to the systems it's added, and the users and culture that come from it, Twitter has gotten worse. But when did this start? I feel like it's pretty obvious. It's when Elon Musk got involved. Elon Musk is a really interesting individual because for the years prior to Elon purchasing Twitter, I kind of thought he was a cool guy. Not knowing too much about Elon and only looking at his achievements, he kind of seemed like a real-life Tony Stark. He was the CEO of Tesla, which led the charge on the adoption of electric vehicles. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I get car sick whenever my Uber ends up being a Tesla, but maybe that's just me getting butterflies for the future, baby. He founded SpaceX in 2002, which in 2020 became the first private company to put astronauts into orbit. And the rockets land now. They park. He's selling flamethrowers. And as of this month, there's almost 7,000 Starlink satellites orbiting around the planet providing internet. Where all you gotta do is just point that shit at the sky and you're streaming Friends. Plus, the guy is obsessed with getting some boots on Mars. And I'm like, okay. It's like Moon Landing 2, but red dirt and further away. Sign me up. To watch, I want to go. That's dangerous. So it seems like Elon Musk has achieved a lot and done some pretty significant things in the last like 20 years. But if I go to Elon Musk Wikipedia page and I look at any of those sections of his career.
Let me make sure my stream is not getting claimed right now. I don't see any notifications telling me to stop streaming, so let's keep going.
All of them are smaller in length than his section on Twitter. He's on Twitter for a little over 2 years. So what's going on here? The problem is, prior to Elon getting involved in Twitter, we only really got to see the results of what he did. Like, he still tweeted a lot, but now we see his thought process every day. In fact, you can't avoid it on Twitter unless you block him, which I had to do. And over the years, he's become a little bit more obsessed with concepts like free speech, which at a base level is a good thing. Now he's talking about the woke mind virus. Now he's posting edgier and edgier memes. And then push comes to shove, and now he's involved in the presidential election. Whoa. Elon, cut that out. Cut it out, Elon. Cut that out. So basically, at least on a personal level, I've become a little bit disillusioned with Elon's character. I don't think he's necessarily as cool as I thought he was, and I haven't for years. Partly because of his Elden Ring build, but mostly because of his behavior online and the changes that he's made to Twitter after he purchased it in October 2022 for $44 billion. There's plenty more you could say about Elon. Why do you do that at the inauguration? It's kind of hard to pretend that that was anything but what everyone thought it was. He's basically a billionaire CEO that behaves like a poorly socially adjusted content creator. But what I'm going to focus on are some things that Elon implemented into Twitter that had a series of consequences that have changed the app forever, starting with monetization. So one of the first things that Elon Musk did to Twitter was expand Twitter Blue, now known as X Premium, to give people access to a bunch of different features. One of them, notably, was giving you a blue checkmark. This led to a lot of justified confusion, because now it turned into a thing where pretty much anyone could pay to be verified, something that was previously reserved for politicians, public figures, and journalists. And it totally tanked the reliability of being verified on a website like this. All you needed was a phone number and money, and you'd be verified. Now they've got like an ID verification system, but when this was launched, phone number, money, you're good. People making fake Elon Musk accounts, fake Joe Biden accounts. It was kind of awesome. I also should mention that I do in fact have Twitter Blue on both my main account and Chuckle Sandwich. As a content creator on Twitter, it's kind of the only thing I can use to separate the accounts so people know it's real. But even now, I feel like someone could just make a Twitter account and verify it and be me. But if being a social media person wasn't my job, I don't know if I would have Twitter Blue. to be honest with you. Just gotta mention that for transparency. I don't think it invalidates any of the things I'm about to say about Twitter Blue. Anyways, so on July 15th of 2023, Twitter announced its monetization plan for verified users. So now, they've made a system where you pay Twitter so that maybe Twitter can pay you. The perfect plan. No, in fact, it was not. It was honestly, it was probably one of the main things that made the website terrible. I suddenly noticed that a lot of verified users on Twitter had a lot of knowledge that they couldn't fit into a single tweet. It had to be a thread. Most successful people move with this mindset. Entitled to nothing, willing to earn everything. 10 other truths of the ultra successful. Good habits are the new antidepressants. If you're in a bad spot in your life, read this. The Lazy Man's Playbook to Losing Fat and Becoming More Handsome Quick. A thread. Never mind the fact that having Twitter Premium allows you to post tweets up to 25,000 characters long. This had to be a thread. Half the time for me, it's targeting something like productivity or losing weight. And as I sit there scrolling Twitter aimlessly on my couch, I'm thinking, God, this thread is gonna change my life. But the reason why they do this is because the first version of Twitter's monetization was paying people based on the ads that were served to users in the reply. Which in order to get people in there, it's gotta be a thread. But then Twitter managed to make it worse. Somehow, announcing that they were switching their monetization plan to being based on any and all engagement that a tweet could get. And I just think this is a bad idea. I think that's a horrible idea, actually, because that means that any attention is good attention. That means that any post that brings engagement makes you money. And it resulted in a new apex predator in the Twitter landscape. These are engagement baiters.
The apex predator was either Drake, Cody Ko, DJ Academics, Chris Tyson, Dr. Disrespect. It was one of those apex predators.
Pretty much what you'd expect them to be. They're Twitter accounts whose sole purpose is to make posts that will get as much engagement as possible from users so that they in turn make money. So how is this different from what I'm doing literally right now? Well, I'd like to think that I'm actually bringing some of myself to the table here. My opinions and research, my editing, my writing, whatever. Whereas every single one of these accounts has never posted anything that they themselves created. Starting with the lowest tier of engagement baiters, which I call content recyclers. If you're on Twitter, you may have seen accounts like A Juju or Kira. If you go into the For You section on Twitter,
that's what the fuck? Because that's both of the profiles that I keep up
with. If you're on
with.
Twitter, you may have seen accounts like A Juju or Kira. If you go into the For You section on Twitter, they're almost impossible to avoid. Their behavior online is probably the closest to what Twitter used to be, at least in my memory, where they'll have a quote retweet about something, making a joke, and it'll do very well. But what sucks about this is I can't tell how many of the things that they're posting are actually things that they thought of themselves. Like in the case of this toilet seat that's shaped like LeBron. They clearly just took it off of another social media post, repackaged it, and now they're making money. And what sucks is this used to be like a novel thing about Twitter. Yeah, sure, you'd have content recyclers, but there was not a financial incentive to do so. It was either people arguing about politics, whatever's going on in stan culture, or some random college freshman in Kansas making a funny observation about the world, tweeting a sentence about it, and then it gets 300k likes. And there was a purity to that. It was like overhearing a funny conversation. What's worse is that a lot of accounts that used to be themed around a certain topic have gotten a little bit loosey-goosey on what falls under their umbrella. For instance, let's look at creepy.org. Explore the creepy side of the world. Their location is Transylvania. They're following 666 people. And they've got a website. This seems pretty legit. Let's click on it. Oh. Links back to the Twitter page. But based on how this account is set up, you'd expect that if you were to follow, it would be posting purely creepy stuff. To explore the creepy side of the world. I'm looking for ghouls. I'm looking for goblins. I'm looking for freaky motherfuckers. I don't know what that would be. And a lot of the time they do post that. A street light covered in vines in Poland. That's pretty creepy. Looks like a ghost thing. You open your eyes at 3 a.m. and see this. What you doing? Probably gonna scream. That's freaky. Abandoned torii gate found at the end of a submerged tunnel in Japan. Oh, okay, that's creepy. Yeah. Mizuki, a professional wrestler in Japan.
How did this show up on my YouTube? My stream or one of my YouTube videos? Did my stream just get suggested to you? If so, that's crazy.
This is kind of awesome, isn't it? What happened to Jonah Hill? He lost weight. I don't think that's baby kangaroo.
My stream just appeared on your... Oh my gosh, chat, we're blowing up. Holy shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but that's weird. That's strange. And you don't subscribe to me already? Like, you have no idea who I am? That's... It said one viewer, and I was like, I gotta pop in. Well, thanks for being here. Thank you. I mean, you didn't have to subscribe. I was just asking if you were or not, because if not, then that's so random, and I'm honored that YouTube thinks my content is good enough to like recommend me to random people. Especially on a stream where I'm just like watching YouTube videos. I'm just reacting to YouTube videos. That's all I'm doing right now. I was playing a game earlier, but not anymore. But if you do subscribe, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Kid for help during the wildfire. That's heartwarming. That's not creepy at all. What happened to Brie Larson? She got a haircut and she dyed her. People do that all the time. Lana Del Rey. In general, Sydney Sweeney and Billie Eilish could ruin my life. Okay, I feel like we've lost the plot here. Now we're just tweeting random stuff, and you can post whatever you want.
That's so funny. Well, yeah, hi, LOL sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Since you don't know anything about my content because you only just met me, I do variety content. So basically everything. I'll play video games. I'll make YouTube videos, edited YouTube videos out of the video games I play. I react to YouTube videos. I react to music drama in general. I have a bunch of music artists that I promote that all of their music is good in this. Shit, that's the wrong YouTube channel. All their music is in my stream playlist, which is public on my YouTube channel. If you ever want to check any of these songs out, all of them are really good. But yeah, that's what I do. I just kind of do a bit of everything. I mean, I even did a couple Omegle videos back in the day.
It's a free internet. But don't theme your account around something if you're not going to go through the effort to stick to it. Have some commitment. The next tier of engagement baiters are reply fishers. And we've seen this a little bit with the last account when they'll ask a question of anyone who sees the post to solicit a response, which I think is fine at a base level. You're going to see that all across social media. What makes it dishonorable, in my opinion, is when you can tell that they're preying on the divisiveness and anger of people on the internet in order to get them to argue in their replies to make money. For instance, this tweet where they're quoting a woman in a video at first. I did not join the military to serve my country. I joined the military to get a VA home loan, the GI Bill, and student loan forgiveness. That's it. But then the user adds, don't you feel safer knowing this is the morale among the people who are supposed to be protecting you and our country? Clearly, this is angled in a way where people are going to show up in the replies and they're going to be like, wait, what the fuck? This person doesn't care about America. Oh, what the fuck? You son of a bitch. Fuck, this person is such a piece of shit. What the hell? And it did happen. This should be a disqualifying video. Kick her out of the military. Recover any bonuses or perks she was paid and given. She swore an oath, and obviously it means nothing. She deserves nothing in return. Get rid of this trash. Like, oh my god. What is wrong with this person? Luckily, in this thread in particular, there were plenty of actual veterans going.
No, not Omegle LMAO. But I'll have to check out some videos then. See ya. Have a good day. You have a great day. I appreciate you for stopping by and just randomly being suggested my content. That's crazy. But I appreciate you for being here and for the subscription, obviously. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Going into the replies and being like, yeah,
that means the world to me.
They still serve their country either way. There's nothing wrong with their reason for doing so. And this type of post is happening a lot on Twitter. Like even creepy.org posted this. Do you think that Jesus was born on December 20th? I don't even know what type of argument they're trying to goad people into with this. But why AI generate a sign of him saying that he wasn't born on December 25th? Because you want people to get mad. And most of the examples I could give you are either political or religious or around identity in their topic. I think that you can understand what people are posting in this regard. I don't know if we need to go through every single hate baiting post on Twitter in order to make this point, but we could go through the sponsor. This video is proudly sponsored by Honkai Star Rail. This game is a multi-platform.
Okay. Yeah, I know I'm skipping a sponsorship. I feel bad about it, but I am never playing this game in my life, so it doesn't really apply
Now,
to
the
me.
only thing that's able to combat engagement bait on Twitter right now is community notes. This is something that existed before Elon took over. It was previously called Birdwatch to combat misinformation. And one of the good things about community notes is that if you're a monetized user and you get a community note on your post, that post is now unable to make revenue, which is good. For instance, this post that was likely a Reddit post that this user copy and pasted into tweet form to farm engagement was then given a community note letting people know that it was quite literally not their story to tell. They kind of screwed themselves though, because they admitted that. But this is still kind of a flawed system, because if you're a Twitter goblin making 100 posts a day as an engagement baiter, licking your lips and posting, who's the hottest chick in town? I'll start first. I think it's Megan Fox. Let me know what you think below. You're not exactly gonna be worried about a couple posts slipping through the cracks. At the end of the day, if you're posting enough, you're gonna be making money. So yeah, Twitter's monetization system is really bad, where most of the posts I see in the For You section are just sloppy hot, stinky garbage. Who's the hottest chick in town? Is it Megan Fox? This is so creepy. Billie Eilish can ruin my life. Fucking, I think that racism is good. Reply below. Like shit like that. And then you couple it with an algorithm that, at least in its early stages, resulted in me seeing a couple videos of people just straight up dying. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah,
he doesn't care. He's a fucking raven.
It's a fucking mess.
But Elon did bring another brand of account to the surface with all of his changes, which in my opinion is the most ridiculous. And those are the alpha male accounts. These accounts are just funny to look at, because as the internet, and specifically Twitter, has become kind of like more Andrew Tate-ified, it feels like, I guess you would call them incels on the internet, now more than ever have no idea what a woman would want. It's like they've all been sitting in like a echo chamber dating lab in a bunker, cooking up new ideas on what women want from men without ever asking a woman if that were the case. There's loads of these accounts. Masculine Notes, Elite Masculine, Wisdom for Men, Masculine King, Badassum Coach, Masculine Ego, Ego of Sigma, Masculine Soul, Masculine Theory. This is science now, but also a spiritual practice. And if you see my video from a long time ago about alpha male Instagram accounts, they're kind of like that, but expanded, because now they've mastered their vertical. Like this one guy selling his 3 volumes of the Chad Mindset for $100. And that might seem like a steep price, but it does include 100 quotes from ancient Stoics. So if you ever want to hear about being a Chad from Plato, you're all set. Darkest female secrets that no woman wants you to know. Dark female psychology thread. All right, here we go. About to learn some information. Number 1, women can't keep secrets. So right off the bat, I'm confused. You're telling me that the first of the darkest female secrets that no woman wants you to know is that they can't keep secrets? So is this all public info? Number 7, when you cheat on her, she doesn't hate you. She hates the woman you cheated on her with. No, she probably still hates you. You're still a part of that choice. I like to think this is a guy who cheated on someone and is now just gaslighting himself by making it a rule. No, she doesn't fucking hate me. She hates me, that girl I cheated on. She doesn't hate me. She hates the girl. Women only hate each other. I love this one from the thread, men who do this never get left by women. Number 9, continue brainwashing her with your beliefs. She needs someone's perspective and counsel. If you do not provide it to her, she will look for someone else. Brainwashing is such an interesting word to use here. They could have just said, give her your opinion, but no. We're out here brainwashing women. You're out here trying to build a relationship. I'm out here brainwashing women. We're trying to build a 2-person cult, my guy. Then some of the threads that I found started to get a little bit more concerning, such as 8 ways to destroy women's ego instantly. Immediately wondering why we're trying to do that. Number 1, looking at other women. Yes, she needs to know that you're wide-eyed and always looking at others. Don't be too obvious and say, damn, did you see that ass? I'm not saying you have to overdo it, but when you walk with her, you can look at other girls. Right now, we're not trying to fix you up with this girl. She's not a good girl because her ego is too big. She doesn't know what she's worth. She thinks she's too important. No, she needs to come down so you can look at other women. Don't comment, but you can look. What is this? What? This is starting to feel like no validation. We don't give compliments. We don't talk about how good she looks or how beautiful she is. No. We don't do that. You never put a woman on a pedestal, especially if she doesn't deserve it. Okay, this is almost to a T, a step-by-step on what not to do. It's actually impressive how little application this would have in a real-life social situation. Another set of accounts I see are alpha male accounts that are pretending to be run by women when you can tell that they're just not. For instance, you've got Latina Casanova, Learn to Seduce. If you're trying to make a believable woman, Latina Casanova would be at the top of my list of names that wouldn't work. I'm pretty sure the profile picture is AI. They use it everywhere. There's no other photo of Latina Casanova. It'll be a real big bummer if it turns out she's real though, because honestly, if Latina Casanova is a real person, I will be over the moon. The thoughts from female minds. Another AI generated image of a woman. What are the thoughts from female minds? I want him to take me to a place he likes. Okay. Love is a game, and games are meant to be played. Not sure if that one's true. I want my guy to be funny, but not because he tells jokes all the time. What is he supposed to do then? Is there an expectation of slapstick comedy here? Do you want him to slip on a banana peel? Men who constantly talk about masculinity are probably insecure. Oh, okay, this one actually might be run by a woman. Don't talk so much, just act like a man. Ah, okay. And finally, with the alpha male accounts, they eventually reach a point where they become so masculine that they begin to talk like cavemen. Men focus on the process, boys focus on the goal. Won't explain. Talk slow. Be direct. Don't look away. Being fat is disrespectful to your ancestors. Beware of girls with colored hair. Won't explain. Dangerous mode. Stomach empty. Balls full. Don't work out. Train. And train like you are being hunted. And then my personal favorite. Ejaculation drains you. Staying horny fuels you. I don't even know where this would have application. So obviously in this day and age, alpha male accounts are still going strong. And they are thriving on this version of Twitter we have today. But obviously this video isn't about the little niche pockets of Twitter. It is about Twitter as a whole, which leads me to, just for a second, talk about the culture. To me, the culture of Twitter just feels way angrier than it's ever felt before. I have seen far more quote retweets, tweets, replies, whatever, that are just nastier than I remember people being. And a part of me feels like it's somehow related to all of the stuff I've shown you guys leading up to this point. Like take this for instance. First ever date tonight. Absolutely bricking it. I think that's a British term. Wish us luck, ladies and gentlemen. This is so wholesome. Guy's going on a first date. He's bringing flowers.
Absolutely bricking it.
This guy's a legend. He's got 437K likes. And I'm sure people are being very supportive. Flowers. Enjoy the friend zone, young man. Make this a learning experience.
Why are you taking flowers?
Flowers on the first date is a little much.
Hope you've been the flowers, mate. It stinks of desperation, which you most definitely are not. Hope it went well.
Flowers are not the move right away, dude. You have a lot to learn about female psychology.
The initial response left a little bit to be desired. I remember reading the replies to this recently after it had been posted, and I was blown away by how little these people knew on impressing a woman on their first date. If you're a person watching my channel right now, focus up. Come here. Women love flowers. People love flowers in general. It's like the oldest display of affection. I could almost guarantee you that we were given flowers to each other in the Ice Age. And it indicates you put in a little bit more effort than just showing up. Doesn't make you look desperate. It indicates interest and intention. Women love that shit. And if they don't like it, they probably weren't interested in you to begin with. Luckily, after a bit of this post marinating on the timeline, there was a bunch of people that came to this guy's defense. But it's crazy how several years ago, I feel like nobody would have had to do that. A couple of years ago, half of the replies would have been shit like, thanks for letting me borrow your Lamborghini, man. Appreciate that. You got a great car, and you're really charming and cool and handsome, and also you got a big cock. Like, and now it's a bunch of losers in the replies being like, that's a one-way ticket to the friend zone, my guy. Like, what are you talking about? Another example is this woman posting about a video she made like 4 years ago that went viral. She's not doing anything. She's just like, hey, here's a funny video I made 4 years ago. Remember that? Then this person quote retweets it and says, girl, move on. And it has 176,000 likes. This is like the laziest attempt to be a bully I've ever seen. Obviously, I know the internet is a breeding ground for negativity. It's always been like, and I'm definitely not saying that Twitter used to be this paragon of peaceful interaction. It wasn't. But I feel like I see way more people being just mean for the sake of being mean on this website in particular, and receiving a higher level of validation for doing so, which is strange. So yeah, Twitter is not what it used to be. Now when we log on, we're forced to be a part of, or at least witness, an ongoing chaotic conversation that most of us didn't even want to have. Before, we'd have to seek it out. But now every time you go onto Twitter, it's some Elon Stan account spouting the deepest dark web conspiracy theory, with Elon himself in the replies saying, looking into this, as if he's perched on some Star Trek captain's chair hunting down the secrets of the deep state. Like he's some superhero answering the call of justice. He acts like such a loser. And even as someone with as many followers as I have on Twitter, someone who could potentially stand to gain from its current monetization system, I don't feel like I can be involved anymore like I used to. It's like living in New York City, but then every borough is modeled after Times Square. It's overwhelming and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Twitter used to be kind of like a playground. You could go on the swing set, you could climb on the monkey bars, you could go on the slide. Now it looks more like a merry-go-round that never stops running. The only way to get on is while it's moving, and once you're on, everybody is angry and screaming at each other, and nobody is actually enjoying themselves. We're all just getting nauseous.
Yeah, pretty accurate. Okay. Chat, let's go back to 2K. I want to try and get this NBA Cup done before I have to go to work.
Another day, another win. Good work.
All right, chat, let's get this dub.
Better come with it.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
Boom, 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 boom. Damn, my character sucks at shooting. Finally. There we go. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
And the unmistakable greeting to Las Vegas. Just a stone's throw away. And we're here in the Western Conference.
Just a stone's throw away from what?
The excitement has been building to this do or die moment.
Yeah, even though this game counts toward their regular season records, they're not thinking about that. Each team just wants to get to the championship and show that they are the best in the West.
I gotta say, guys,
The best in the West.
Success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do: win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team. In general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-fueled league.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Conley in at the point. Pass to Williams. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Woo!
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Pass to T. Outside, Williams. They set the pick. Here's T. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
How did I miss that?
Pass that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
T passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's T. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to McDaniels. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Now Dort. Here's T. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He picked up 18 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. Continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
T, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. When you've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level, you got something real good for yourself.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to T. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. T's got 8 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's DiVincenzo, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's T on the take, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation.
Bro, they just left that wide open.
Comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Takes a 13-footer. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Conley. No points so far. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Yeah, this is Money Mike in action. An efficient shooter who does all he can to find points.
Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to T. And it's Gobert with a
How did I miss it?
Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley goes in. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's T. And no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
I love it when you do it like burr. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Mike Conley, Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard. From the left block, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. Two very excellent teams going at it.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Conley passes to Gobert. To the paint. DiVincenzo can't hit. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's T. And he hits it to tie the game. T's got 14 points for the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reid. Over Williams. Minnesota again missing. And Oklahoma City shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. T, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Reid passes to DiVincenzo. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pass to T. Now here's Dort.
Shoot the 3.
Williams from long range.
There we go.
From distance. And now it's a 5-point Thunder lead. From deep, Conley. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Look, guys, anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already. And now,
Anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already.
We'll head back.
And welcome back. We're set for the second half, the 2024 NBA Cup semifinals. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now an update on Julius Randle from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer from Minnesota. He said it's a thigh bruise. There's a little knot in there that needs to get worked out still. And just like that, he's right back out there. That's some toughness. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then there's Lou Dort. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's T in at the 2 spot. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. For 3, Randle. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dort against Conley. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five to shoot. Launches it. And another three for Oklahoma City.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Randall outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Here's T. And there's the drive.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have...
I never stop coming.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Shoots from the baseline. That won't go either for Randall. Oklahoma City leading by 10.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of. Because
What the fuck?
There to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
From deep, Conley. Dort grabs the miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's T. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The kick out to Conley. There's the triple. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And that one's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams deciding to change it up. And checking out some numbers for Naz Reid. So both teams changing it up here. Drives to the hoop. T with a bucket. And Grant, there were rumors about MP at odds with another player in the locker room. That seems to have been handled, and everyone's on the same page once again.
And that's how you go about it. Keep it in-house and smooth things over. It's not always smooth sailing in the NBA. Sometimes guys need to work through it.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Dillingham. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Minot in at the 4. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. T's got 4 points this quarter.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. That one is off. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong.
That was my bad.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's T. And no good, trying to use the glass. Timberwolves trail by 17. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Ingles. Tries a 10-footer. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. T with a bucket. T's got 10 points in just the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. For the Thunder, Holmgren comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Caruso. Randall against Williams. Randall, good.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 17. T. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Right side, Alexander Walker. Shoots. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 19. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Some solid defense from Williams.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Dort outside. Here's T, covered by Alexander Walker. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Timberwolves shooting just 38% here in the 4th.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for T.
And I love...
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they have had so far.
And bravo to both teams for making it this far into the tournament. But only one team can be the best in the West and get to play in that championship game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Los. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20 for the Pacers. Yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
And how about this run to the NBA Cup championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Here's Brown after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Brown against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Brown outside. Williams against Tatum. Now here's White. Driving inside.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Horford with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Horford with the bounce pass. Pass to Tatum. Launches a three. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the shot is good.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Holiday dishes to Tatum. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Missed inside. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now here's White after the miss from T. Three-pointer, Horford. That shot misses. Inside, Holmgren. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Tatum, that's for two. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to T. Banked in off the glass. T's got his second basket of the game.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here's Tatum. Misses the finger roll. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the first quarter on a 14-5 run. And we'll be back. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Celtics trail by 4. On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5. Dort passes to T. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The open jump shot off the mark. And White kicks to Holiday. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, well, that's a veteran move by Holiday. Take what they give you.
Wallace the pass to Dort. And here is Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Oh, Tatum from way outside.
That's his third triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
T the pass to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Now Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to T. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. T's got his third basket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Wide, a screen on Williams. Here's Tatum. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Williams against Tatum. Pass to T. From the high post. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Tatum. He's got 15. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Horford kicks to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to White. Takes the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really...
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We've got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. T is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
The Thunder leading by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, guys, T in that last outing against Minnesota was a man determined. He ended up with 28 points, and he added a few assists as he was able to set up his teammates for good looks. Just another of what has been a string of terrific games from him. He's been really rolling. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
I'm getting taken out, am I?
Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Tatum, the third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Off target from outside.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing.
That was dumb as shit.
Substitution on the floor. Substitution on the floor.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. They set the pick. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got 2 now.
What in the hell was that?
In the third for Boston. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtics lead by 2. And fourth. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, we're close to crowning the 2024 NBA Cup winner. Final quarter here on 2K Sports. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Holmgren finds Williams. Here's T. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 14 points for T.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Did he say Smash Mouth? Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
In for Holmgren. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. Time now to turn
She
to
was
our
looking kinda dumb with the big and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
We have to really get after him. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Tatum kicks to White. Clock at 6. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
Woo!
And Gilgeous Alexander throws it down.
My Shayla.
He's out here to score and score often.
Outside, White. Gilgeous Alexander against Holiday. White, wide open, he fires. That three off the mark. The Thunder leading by 5. Out to the wing. Hartenstein passes to T. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous Alexander. Drains the three-pointer. Gilgeous Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Lou Dort.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here's Tatum for 3. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to T. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. They have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. They can't get complacent now.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Tatum with it. Williams picks him up. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
T, the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Williams kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Here's Tatum. Excellent D there from Williams.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
T. It doesn't go for him. White with the defensive effort. For the 3. Dort grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's stolen by White.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle
every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Watching you tonight, it looked like you were playing for something more than the NBA Cup. Is that how you felt?
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at?
Well, you can't miss the fact that this is a big deal for the fans. There's a buzz in the building, and we all respond to that, but we have to remember that we haven't accomplished our goal until we won a championship. That's what this city deserves, and that's what we're working for.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Hey, congrats to MP on winning the NBA Cup. That was fun to watch, man. You were on a mission.
Basketball didn't pan out? You could have been
So
a
you
PR
win
whiz.
so many games,
Great
I'm
stuff,
running out of
MP.
things to say.
Great stuff.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
What's shaking, MP?
You were the top rookie last month and every month. MP.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
You said you wanted to win the NBA Cup, then went out there and won it.
Great work, start to finish.
Every question they asked, we answered. And our rivals, they saw it all. This will give us that edge that I was talking about, y'all.
And now that's our main focus.
All right.
Gearing up for a title run.
Which means we need you at your best. Let's talk about goals for the second half. Which one of these stands out to you?
want to be Rookie of the Year.
Is that right?
Don't get me wrong. The most important thing to me in this world is winning, but I'm also a competitor. And so I want to prove that I'm the best in my class, and if I do that, it'll put us in great shape when it comes time for the playoffs.
The team comes first, always.
But it's only natural to want a little recognition, and we know how to help make that happen.
Right.
You show out against top rookies,
Yeah.
and you'll have the media eating out of your hand when come voting time.
Just make sure you don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Everything you do to help the team win.
Team comes first, always. I just want my cake and eat it too.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
There he is.
Bro, I'm hella tired.
Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Thunder. For the Clippers, they have to feel blessed, losing only once in the last 9 games, doing all the little things to get wins, and they want to keep things rolling along tonight. Thunder, Clippers, only on 2K Sports. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Coffee in at the small forward.
Coffee?
Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
Here's Powell, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And no matter.
Bro's name is literally Coffee.
Minutes he gets. Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh man, BA. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be ready club off the bench. I mean, he can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Fires in the triple.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Harden, the pass to Coffee. Back to Harden. Leonard with the ball. Zubac, screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Daignault and I were able to chat. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Harden. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
It's Dort on the wing.
Nobody answered his damn question.
First shot won't go. Powell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Leonard for three. Powell. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. With the step back. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Brent, last year, a frustrating end to the Clippers season. A first-round exit.
BA, this feels like it's been on repeat, though, right? This is the 4th straight year that we've seen Kawhi be injured during the postseason, and he hasn't finished a series since the 2020 bubble days. LA needs some help to make a deep run, and their time feels like it's running short.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to T. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. T's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Powell outside. Now Leonard. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Kawhi like a robot out there, just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Here's T. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Down low. And Harden with the slam.
And we're pretty deep into his career, but James Harden still showing that burst.
Here's the teardrop. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Zellers checked in for Hartenstein. Jang comes in for Williams. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Wiggins in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Bamba's checked in for Zubac.
Bamba.
Batum comes in for Leonard. Man, he's checked in
Bamba
for
Glad.
And it's Porter Jr. in for Powell. Pass to Bamba. Up top,
Sicko motor Mobamba.
And there's the rejection. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Some changes for Los Angeles. Leonard comes in for Batum. And it's Highland in for James Harden.
Bamba Glad.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Porter. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's T. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Porter. Pass to Highland on the wing man. Screen by Bamba. Man misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Misses the follow-up. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter.
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mostly due to their superb shooting.
Oklahoma
They've
City
wasted
Thunder.
Very few possessions. Back after this.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Cody Zeller, and it's T in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He added 22 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. And when you talk about that game, he was just everywhere. Huge for his team. Back to you.
Yeah, Allie, he was playing with excellent intensity out there, getting what he wanted.
Agreed. He's coming into this one with some great momentum.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
There's a screen. The 3 is up. Zeller with the rebound. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now. T. And he makes it on the layup. T's got 18 points in the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Porter with it. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Back to Highland. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Zeller's got 5 rebounds in the game. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Leonard passes to Bamba. And miss after miss right now. Thunder leading by 19. Pass to Caruso. Sinks the tray. Caruso's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And lost. And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. New talk.
Vintage teamwork out there tonight.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's Coffee in at the 3. Leonard's shot's good.
Oh, Kawhi so consistent with his approach, affects every phase of every minute that he plays.
Pass to Williams. Here's T. Back to Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has gotten his second bucket.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Back to Harden. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Williams. Powell's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
To the middle. And the shot goes. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Coffee. And here's Zubats. Leonard outside. Harden with it. Here's Coffee. Leonard for 3. Unable to get that one. Here's T, pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Inside, here's Powell. Hartenstein pulls it in.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's T. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. T's got 24 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a
The D
former
has no
finals
answer for me.
MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. To end the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
In the history of the game, James Harden gets to the line as well as anyone we've ever seen.
Zeller's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Dort. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Man, he's checked in for Coffee. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right? From Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Right wing. 11 feet out. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And it's Powell with the ball for the Clippers. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Nice shot by Harden.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's T. And the layup falls. T's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Right at the free throw line. Leonard can't get it to go.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Caruso outside. Pass to T. 54 seconds left in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I love this game.
Substitution on the court.
Leonard outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
They've got Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace out there with Cody Zeller, and it's Jang in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
T with a bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And we'll see you next time.
Pete got the job done tonight, as usual.
I got 30 points. You got nothing to say to me? Hello, coach. I want to follow the cheerleaders. Let me follow the cheerleaders.
See ya, MP.
Thing that I truly know. Basketball was just kind of my whole life, and I think once I got to a certain point where I realized, like, hey, I might have a shot at, going to the NBA, and it wasn't until like my senior year of college. So I think that's where the drive really came from, because at that point, you're kind of looking at, oh, well, what's the next step in life? And
well, we see that you're successful now, but if you did have to take that next step in life and you didn't play basketball, what were you thinking in your head at that moment?
accounting sounded fun.
Accounting.
I like math. Math was my favorite subject. So
73 times 12.
Okay, it's been a while. It's been a while.
It'd be interesting if you did everyone's tax returns, a little side hustle.
Hey, I don't want to take the responsibility of doing anyone's taxes, so we might all get in some trouble. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are known to be able to guard and shoot. Where do you put your focus when you're training, and especially during the off season?
Honestly, I don't work too much on defense during the summer, just because during the summer that's the time to, try to add to your game and everything like that. So in the summer, I think it's more of on the offensive end and off the dribble, and depending on how your previous year went, if someone's gonna start running you off because you shot well the year before, just practice on things like that, and just try to.
All right, chat. I'm gonna go. I need a nap real quick before work. I know, I'm sorry. But I really gotta go. I am tired as hell. So, if you haven't subscribed or followed the Twitch, please do. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a nice freaking day. Please have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.